Are you interested in being able to walk out on the land and harvest your own meat with either a bow or a firearm and feel the empowerment of bringing that meat home to feed your family and your community and the self-reliance that comes along with that? And maybe even more importantly, do you want to ensure that you have the confidence to do it ethically and sustainably and in right relation with the other people and the animals that you share the land with as a steward? Myself and my good friend Caleb Musgrave from Canadian Bushcraft and a few of our other friends, we want to invite you to check out the Hunter's Journey community and training that we're putting together. There's so much to learn when you're starting out as a hunter, and it can be really overwhelming, especially if you don't have a mentor. And you might also face unique barriers to your own situation. The Hunter's Journey community is designed to help you get over some of these barriers so hunting can be a part of your story and your journey. Now, Caleb Musgrave, he's one of our main instructors, and he's been hunting since he was a little boy. He's an absolute wealth of knowledge, and he just loves sharing this with new hunters and new students. Now myself, I was actually brought up in the suburbs and hunting wasn't part of my family. I didn't have a mentor to help me get going. And many people in my community didn't actually understand hunting and were against it. They didn't realize it could be sustainable. But as my knowledge of ecology grew and I realized I wanted to be more self-reliant, I hit this place in my life where I realized if I want to eat meat, I would like to have a relationship with it, and hunting could be part of that journey. So I've been hunting successfully for well over a decade now, and I've got a ton of little tidbits that I can share to help you get from that place of no experience and no mentor to actually having success too. So let me tell you a little bit about how the community and the course works. First off, it's a community that comes together around shared values. Values of respect for the land and reverence for the species we hunt, respect for each other. It doesn't matter your gender, your ethnicity, you're welcome to be here. Respect for complete beginners and the questions that you bring. And we also respect Indigenous land rights. And the next part, of course, is learning the skill set of the hunt. And we cover the full gambit in this course. We start right at the very beginning with how do you hunt legally? So how do you get a license? What licenses do you need to have? How do tags, management units, things of that nature work? We'll help you decide what is the right tool for you to hunt with. So whether it's a firearm or whether it's a crossbow or a bow, we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of those, as well as all the other gear you need to get going. And we'll go at this from the perspective of a low budget, as well as having a little bit of money to spend. From there, we talk about the strategies of harvesting different species. So whether you want to harvest small game, maybe things like squirrels, rabbits, grouse, and pheasants, or you want to get into larger game like deer, maybe even moose or bear hunting, we're going to cover the basic strategies of all of these different species and how to get started in them. And then last, we want to get into what do you actually do once you make your first harvest. And there's a mental side to this. How do you process the emotions of taking a life, which is a really big deal, as well as how do you actually process the physical kill or the physical harvest itself. So how do you get the meat out of the woods? How do you store that meat? How do you deal with the hide and some of the other parts of the animal? So we'll cover the full realm of processing with quite a bit of depth inside of the course. So I know there's a whole host of different learning styles, and we do our best to accommodate multiple ones in the way that we lay out the information. So first, there's the online community where you can engage with other students, you can ask your questions, you can even organize events to get together and train with other students in your area. And then beyond that, you're going to have lifetime access to a library of videos and resources to help you learn all the tactical skills. And then we also have the live online coaching calls. So these are where we're on there real time with students and we're answering questions, we're doing case studies of students' experiences out in the woods, and then all the instructors, they're going to be hunting during the course as well. So we'll be sharing what we're learning and experiencing as we go. These calls are so valuable. So if you're ready to feel the empowerment of being able to go out on the land and harvest your own meat and share that with your family and community, I invite you to join us in the next cohort of the Hunter's Journey. So check out the rest of the page, look at the rest of the details, and I hope you'll join us in the upcoming cohort of the Hunter's Journey.